Man, sweetie, I'm gonna be honest. A relationship is never picture perfect. But if you're able to work through, if you're okay with working through the hardships and the adverse moments, then it will make it all worth it, man.
LeBron
Like,
James has achieved almost everything a man could dream of. 4 NBA championships, multiple MVPs, a billion-dollar empire, a legacy as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But when it comes to his personal life, he recently admitted something that made fans stop and think. Even for King James, marriage isn't always. Easy LeBron revealed in an interview that his relationship with Savannah James, the woman who has been with him since high school, has never been picture perfect. He didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't pretend they lived in some fairy tale. Instead, he opened up about the challenges they've faced and the 3 powerful rules they've used to survive 2 decades together under the harshest spotlight imaginable. And the way he described it, fans were shocked. Because it wasn't about fame, money, or luxury. It was about something far more real: hard work, compromise, and the kind of honesty that even superstars can't avoid. So what exactly did LeBron say? How do he and Savannah keep their bond strong when everything around them screams distraction and temptation? And what can regular couples learn from the James family playbook? Let's dive in. Long before the world called him King James, LeBron was just a kid growing up in Akron, Ohio. His childhood wasn't easy. He moved around a lot, sometimes living with friends or extended family when his mother Gloria struggled to make ends meet. Stability wasn't something young LeBron had in abundance, but then, during his teenage years, something changed. He met Savannah Brinson, a girl from a nearby high school. Their first date wasn't flashy. In fact, it was classic teenage simplicity. LeBron invited her to a basketball game, then they grabbed food from a local diner. Nothing about it screamed future billion-dollar empire. And yet, that night was the beginning of a bond that would outlast high school drama, NBA fame, and the type of pressure that crushes most relationships. When LeBron's talent exploded, when ESPN began broadcasting his games as a teenager and people started calling him the chosen one, Savannah was there. She wasn't chasing the spotlight. She wasn't starstruck. She was just there for LeBron the person, not the legend. By the time he was drafted as the #1 overall pick in 2003, Savannah had already been by his side for years. Together, they faced the chaos of sudden fame and the overwhelming expectations of an 18-year-old phenom carrying the weight of a city on his shoulders. And that's what makes their love story so powerful. While other athletes were swept away by fame, LeBron kept Savannah close. He didn't forget who was with him before the world knew his name. But just because their relationship started strong doesn't mean it was always smooth sailing. When celebrities talk about their marriages, they often stick to cliches. We're stronger than ever. We're blessed. It's perfect. But LeBron went a different route. In a rare moment of vulnerability, he admitted, the relationship is never picture perfect. But if you're okay with working through hardships and the adverse moments, then it makes it all worth it. Those words hit fans differently. Because here's a man who could easily keep his private life hidden behind polished Instagram posts and red carpet photos. Instead, he chose to be real. Think about it. LeBron has been with Savannah for more than 2 decades. That's longer than most marriages in Hollywood. And during that time, he's carried the weight of endless travel, brutal media scrutiny, and the kind of temptation that comes with fame. There have been whispers, rumors about LeBron's personal life, speculation about what happens when he's away on long road trips. None of it has ever been confirmed, but in the age of social media, even the smallest rumor spreads like wildfire. For some couples, that kind of outside noise would be enough to tear everything apart. But LeBron explained that it's not about pretending those challenges don't exist. It's about how you handle them when they show up. And that's where the rules come in. Because LeBron didn't just say marriage is tough. He gave the world a blueprint for how he and Savannah survived the storms. If you want to understand why these rules matter so much, look at the James family today. LeBron and Savannah have 3 kids. Bronny James, 20, already a household name. From the moment he stepped onto the court, comparisons to his father began. ESPN has broadcasted his games, analysts dissected his every move, and the pressure on him has been enormous. Earlier this year, when Bronny collapsed from a cardiac episode during practice, the family faced one of their toughest moments yet. Through it all, Savannah was there, standing strong by her son's side, while LeBron balanced fatherhood with the demands of the NBA season. Bryce James, 18, often called the silent threat. Bryce doesn't grab headlines the same way Bronny does, but scouts are already talking about his potential. At just 18, he's already attracting college recruiters, and some believe he may actually surpass Bronny in raw talent. The pressure on him? Immense. But Savannah's quiet parenting style has given him space to grow outside of just being LeBron's son. Zuri James, 110, the youngest and often the scene stealer. Whether it's dancing on TikTok, appearing in LeBron's Instagram posts, or attending games, Zuri has become a fan favorite. She's the reminder that no matter how big the James empire gets, they're still a family first. This is the world LeBron and Savannah live in. Fame, fortune, constant attention. But also the weight of raising kids who are expected to live up to impossible standards. And behind the scenes, Savannah is the steady anchor. She doesn't chase clout. She doesn't need to post everything online. She holds the family together while LeBron handles the chaos of being one of the most famous athletes on earth. And that stability, it doesn't just happen by chance. It's built on the rules they've created for themselves. LeBron didn't hesitate when asked what the #1 rule was. Communication. It sounds simple, but in reality, it's one of the hardest things to maintain when your life is as hectic as his. Imagine being on the road for weeks at a time, juggling playoff games, press conferences, business meetings, and endorsements. Now add in raising 3 kids, dealing with online rumors, and the constant pressure of being under a microscope. Without communication, cracks would form instantly. LeBron explained that being able to talk openly, even about uncomfortable things, is non-negotiable. If something is bothering him, he has to say it. If Savannah feels overlooked, she has to speak up. And when the outside world throws noise at them, they have to face it together instead of letting it divide them. Think about how many celebrity couples fall apart because they stop talking, or because one person feels unheard. LeBron's rule reminds us that communication isn't just about words, it's about listening, understanding, and choosing to face problems together. But communication is only the beginning. Because the second rule takes it to another level, LeBron's second rule is honesty. Again, sounds obvious. But in a world where celebrities often hide their problems until they explode, honesty becomes rare. LeBron has built a life where almost everything is public. His stats, his endorsements, his business moves. But his personal life? That's where honesty matters the most. He explained that being honest with Savannah, even when it's difficult, is what keeps their foundation strong. Honesty about feelings. Honesty about mistakes. Honesty about the things that aren't working. Over the years, there have been online rumors and gossip columns speculating about LeBron's personal life. Some claim he's been seen with other women. Others suggest the pressures of fame must weigh heavily on Savannah. But through it all, neither LeBron nor Savannah have fed into the speculation. Instead, they've relied on honesty with each other, not with the public, and that's the key. While fans may never know the full story of what goes on in their marriage, the truth that matters is the one they share with each other. But honesty, as powerful as it is, still doesn't cover everything. That's why LeBron revealed the third rule, one that might just be the hardest to live by. LeBron's third and final rule for marriage is simple to say, but hard to live by. You have to be okay with being uncomfortable in relationships sometimes. You can't always have it your way. My way or the highway, it doesn't work like that. That statement revealed a side of LeBron fans rarely see. Because here's a man used to controlling everything on the basketball court. He calls plays, dictates tempo, and often decides the outcome of games. But at home, he admits he has to let go of that control. Being comfortable with discomfort means compromise. It means understanding that sometimes Savannah's needs come first. Sometimes the kids' needs take priority. Sometimes he has to sit in an argument, uncomfortable, until both sides are heard. He even joked about the old saying, "Happy wife, happy life." But behind the joke was real truth. Respecting Savannah's role as an equal partner is what allows their marriage to thrive. Still, these rules haven't made their journey challenge-free. No matter how strong a couple seems, life behind the scenes always comes with struggles. For LeBron and Savannah, those struggles have played out under the brightest lights imaginable. There have been moments of intense public pressure. When LeBron left Cleveland for Miami in 2010, the media frenzy was overwhelming. Fans burned his jerseys, the press crucified him, and his reputation took a massive hit. In those moments, Savannah was his refuge. But that also meant she absorbed some of the backlash, even though she never asked for the spotlight. Then came the challenges of raising teenagers in a digital age. Bronny and Bryce's basketball highlights go viral instantly. Every game is dissected. Every move is compared to LeBron's. For Savannah, Protecting their kids' mental health while balancing public expectations has been one of her toughest jobs. And yet, through all of it, she's remained the quiet strength of the family. Unlike other NBA wives who embrace the cameras, Savannah has chosen a different path. She shows up for the big moments, but spends most of her life away from the spotlight. She's built her own projects, her own identity, and carved out a life that doesn't revolve around LeBron's fame. That balance, her quiet strength, and his loud legacy is what has kept them together. Fans look at LeBron and Savannah and see something rare in celebrity culture. A couple that doesn't pretend to be perfect. A marriage that admits it has struggles, but still stands strong after 2 decades. It's not just about their wealth or success. It's about their authenticity. People admire them because their love feels real. They've faced pressure, rumors, and endless outside noise. Yet, they've stayed grounded. In a world where celebrity marriages often collapse in front of cameras, the James family has become a symbol of endurance. They don't flaunt perfection. They show persistence. And for fans, that's even more inspiring than the trophies or the fortune. Because in many ways, people see themselves in this story. Most couples know what it's like to argue, to disagree, to struggle. Seeing LeBron admit those same things makes him human again. Not just a superstar on TV. And when you stack their story up against others in the public eye, where divorces and scandals are almost expected, it's easy to see why people admire the James family. They've shown that love isn't about escaping challenges. It's about choosing to fight through them, side by side, no matter how bright the spotlight gets. So what's the real secret? LeBron James, the man who has dominated basketball for over 20 years, revealed that his greatest victory isn't on the court, it's at home. His 3 rules, communication, honesty, and being comfortable with discomfort, aren't just celebrity advice. They're reminders that even the strongest, most successful people still have to work hard at love. Their story proves something simple but powerful. Love isn't about avoiding problems. It's about facing them, together. And if LeBron and Savannah can do it with the world watching, maybe there's a lesson there for all of us. So I'll leave you with this. Do you think LeBron's 3 rules would work in real life? Or do you think celebrity marriages are simply built differently? Let me know in the comments below.